Okay, let's do an upper body day for equestrians. Even if you're not a rider, you can still do this. I just do movements with in mind things that will benefit riders. So first we're gonna start with some mobility. It's just like with horses, I don't like to static stretch or like do a stretch where you hold cold muscles. So for our warm up, we're gonna work on mobility and dynamic stretching. So the first one is a wall angel. You're gonna lean up against a wall. Tuck your pelvis so your lower back is flat against the wall. And then you want to try to keep your elbows against the wall. Mine come off. I'm not super flexible. That's why we're working on it. So elbows against the wall. You're going to raise your arms up and down. We're going to go for 10. Keeping that lower back against the wall. 10. Good. Next, we're gonna do some band pull apart. So you're just gonna hold a band. It can be any kind of band. Hold the band here at shoulder height, and we're gonna pull back. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, next thing we're gonna do, take that band and we're gonna come up and around and kind of pull it forward and then in front and pull it back. For warm up, I do about 10 to 12 reps. Nine, don't forget the pulling part. 10, 11, 12. Okay, we're gonna do each of those warm-ups 2 times. So let's do it one more time. I already need to shake my arms out. So again, you're gonna stand a little bit with your feet in front of you, tuck that lower back, arms against the wall, try to keep your elbows back, and we're gonna do 10. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I'm just gonna grab my other band. So for your band to pull apart, you can use this kind of band too. We're gonna pull across our chest. Nine, 10. So you're gonna take this band. You want to have a little bit of tension in it, pull back, come up and around, pull forward. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. So that's just a quick little warm up. Get your muscles warmed up. Like I said, I'm already feeling it in my arms, so that'll make everything else fun. Okay, so now to get into the strength, first thing we're gonna do is a superset, and we're gonna do a single arm row. I'm gonna use a cable machine, so if you're at the gym, you're gonna set it at the bottom. You can also do this with a band at home if you have a way to anchor it. You can anchor it at the bottom or middle, and you're gonna do one arm at a time in row. So I'm going from the bottom, gonna have one foot in front of the other. Bend over slightly. An important thing here is that we're not twisting our chest. And you want to bring that elbow back and think about using your shoulder blade to pull it back. So again, we're not twisting. You're just using that shoulder blade. 10, 11, 12. Then we got to do the other arm. So I switch my leg, bend the knees, slight bend at the waist, pulling back. Eight. Use your shoulder blade, think about it coming back. 12. Okay, then we're gonna superset that with a face pull. For your face pull, we're working at the top. You're gonna grab The back of your hand's facing you. Grab your rope that way, one foot in front of the other, elbows up. Pull that tall part of the rope to your face. For 15. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. You want to think about if you're like trying to pinch a pencil between your shoulder blades. $13, $14, $15. Let's see if I can get the camera angle right, but I'll show you how to do it with bands. So I've got my band. Again, you can anchor it, kind of depends on what your setup at home is like, around a pole or something. You can go low or you can go middle height. So I'm going to take my band, I'm going to hold one steady in one side so it puts tension on it, and I'm going to pull with the other arm. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12. If you need it to be harder, you just hold a little bit more tension on the one side that's not moving. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Sorry, I need to, that angle's not good. So then again, a lot of bands come with like door anchors. So you could anchor it at different areas in the door. If you're gonna do your face pull with the band, we're gonna go up top. I'm gonna hold on to the actual rope and not the handles. Same thing, back of my hands are facing me. Grabbing it that way, elbows up. Squeeze your shoulder blades back for 15. $14, $15, good. We're gonna do a third set, and I'm gonna go back to the cables. So again, hopefully you can see the angle. I take about 20 or 30 seconds between sets. Okay. So I'm gonna grab in one hand, come out to where there's a little bit of tension, opposite foot forward, bent knees. My back is not arched, humped or arched, nice flat back. Using my shoulder blade to pull this back for 12. Seven. Again, try not to move your shoulders, like with a twist. Sometimes I put my hand on my shoulder to make sure that I'm not twisting and that I'm keeping my chest stable. Other arm. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. So as a horse rider, I tend to do a little bit more back. I don't want to neglect any muscle, but I tend to try to stretch my chest more and build up my back more, because that's going to help your posture. And just in today's world in general, everybody's kind of pronated, hunched over from looking on our phone, our computer. So again, I'm not neglecting any muscle group, but I do a little bit more back and stretch my chest so that I'm naturally going to be built more like this than this. So we're gonna go back to our face pulls. Again, if you can see, palms face you, grab the rope this way. I'm gonna put one foot in front of the other, elbows stay up, and I think about pulling the middle of the rope to my face. We're doing 15. 9, 10. Keep your elbows up. 13. They're going to want to drop as you're going. 15. Keep those elbows nice and high. Next superset is a one leg shoulder press, and then we're going to do a leg up dumbbell chest press. So for your shoulder press, you can use a dumbbell. I like to use a kettlebell because then you have to stabilize it. But we're gonna press up this way, not this way, so elbow out front. And then we're gonna raise a leg. If you need to, you can tap a toe, but ideally you raise a leg, so it's gonna work on balance. Suck our belly button to our spine, and you're gonna press for 10. 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we gotta do both legs. One side's gonna be easier than the other, and without even thinking about it, usually you start with your better side. So again, you can use a dumbbell. Legs either up or tapping a toe. Suck that belly button to our spine so our core is engaged. We're gonna press up for 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so our next one is gonna be a leg up dumbbell press. So why we're doing it this way is, again, instead of just working our chest, we're getting some core and balance action in there. So you're gonna come to your bench. You're gonna come back. When we chest press, our elbows aren't all the way out to the side, they're slightly in. You wanna pinch your shoulder blades together so your chest is out. And then we're gonna put our feet up. The lower they are, the more core workout you're gonna get. So just kind of feel out where you need to be. We're gonna go for 12. 7, 8, 9. Keep your chest out the whole time. 11, 12. Okay, so second set of this one. I'm gonna show you what it looks like with a dumbbell. Dumbbell here, foot up, tuck belly button to spine. That's how we engage our core. We're gonna go for 10. 8, 9, 10. Okay, so gotta keep it even and do the other side. This is my weaker side, or side I have more trouble with balance. So foot up. When you have trouble with balance, honestly, if you engage your core, which like I said, just think about sucking your belly button to your spine. You're not sucking in so you can't breathe, but you're pulling that belly button to your spine. That helps tremendously with balance. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. So yeah, if you need to tap your toe down while you're doing it, not a problem. We're going to come back to our dumbbell presses. Pinching my shoulder blades together. So if you don't pinch your shoulder blades together, sometimes that's exaggerated, but your chest kind of sags. So when you pinch your shoulder blades together, it's going to keep your chest out. We're going to do our feet up to get that core, and we're going to go for 12. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So if you saw, I kind of move where my feet's at. When it comes up higher, it's because my core is really struggling. And when I lower them, it's when I feel like I need a little bit more of my core. So feel free to play around with that also. We're gonna do one more set. We're doing 3 sets of everything today. Give yourself about 20, 30 seconds, catch your breath, get your energy stores back. I'm gonna switch back to that kettlebell. Again, when you add the kettlebell, it helps with having to stabilize your shoulder. So you're just getting a little bit more, working a little bit more things at the same time. So arm up, leg up, sucking that belly into the spine. Go for 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. We're gonna switch sides. Kettlebell up or dumbbell up, leg up, engaged core. This is my really bad side. Hang on. Woo! 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's what I mean by anybody can do these workouts, but I just add in a little bit more for equestrians. If you aren't necessarily, like, it's never a bad thing to work on balance in your core, right? But that's something that riders really need. So by like lifting a leg up here and there, you're just adding in a little bit for your riding. Okay, last set of these. And if I'm being honest, I really don't like chest. Shoulder blades pinched together. Got my feet up. 12. Gotta keep my chest out. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Next superset, we're gonna do a dumbbell curl, but again, we're gonna do it one leg, just so we can add in some core and balance without having to do just core and balance. So we're gonna do a normal bicep curl, shoulders down and back, and then again, we're gonna bring a leg up. We're gonna do 14 reps, so I'm gonna do 7 one side and then 7 the other. So you're just gonna curl up for 7. Think about your bicep rolling up and down your arm. 4, 5, 6, 7. Switch your leg. Click your belly onto your spine so you don't fall like me. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Good. Just by adding in balance things here and there like that, it's really going to make a huge difference. So next we're going to do a reverse curl. We're going to do 15, and I'll show you from both angles. So for your reverse curl, slight bend in your knees, and then you're going to hip hinge. So don't like bend at the waist, but we're going to push those hips back. Natural bend in our elbows. Our arms aren't locked, and they're not super bent, just that natural bend. And you're going to come out to your side, again, thinking about squeezing your shoulder blades together. You don't want to be here. Some people like lift up with it. We're staying down. 8. That's what it looks like from the front. 12, 13, 14, 15. Shake it out if you need to, because we're going to go right back to those bicep curls. Okay, so whenever you're ready, 14, you can start on either leg. I think I'm going to start on my bad side this time. I'm going to suck my belly button to my spine, so hopefully it helps me balance. I'm going to curl for 7 here. Shoulders are down and back. Thinking about my bicep rolling up and down my arm. 7, and then I'm just going to switch legs. 8, 9, go right into it. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Then we're gonna go into our reverse curls for 15 again. So, slight bend in our knees, push those hips back, nice flat back. Again, we're not really hunched and we're not really arched or rounded, nice flat back. And we're coming like if you're a bird, flapping your wings. 7, 8, using your shoulder blades here. When you get tired, that's when people really want to stand up. Puts too much on your shoulders. Stay bent over. 15, good. What I mean by up is like kind of what I did a while ago, but people will want to do this thing. That's pretty hard on your shoulders. One more set, let me get a drink. So like I said, if you need to pause this, whatever, however it works for you. But I take about 20 to 30 seconds between sets, and then I take like a minute or two between supersets. Oh man, I just got water everywhere. And my pants, dang it. Okay, bicep curls. Shake it out if you need to. Leg up. You can also do your leg back here if you want for these. So that would look like this. Slight bend in your other knee. 5, 6, 7. Switch legs, go right into it. 8. When you start to lose your balance, like your belly button to your spine. 13, 14, okay? One more set of reverse curl, or reverse flies. Slight bend in my knees, hip hinge back. And I'm gonna come out like I'm flapping my wings. Ten, 11, 12. When you get tired, try not to move your upper body. 14, 15. Good job. One more superset. Okay, one more superset. We're gonna do scapula push-ups with bench dips. You can do your scapular push-ups on the ground. I'm gonna do them on the bench. This would be a little bit of a regression, like if you're not quite ready for the ground. And these are gonna feel really funky. But you're gonna get either in your push-up position or your plank position, and then you're gonna let your scapula fall down and together, and then push your scapula like away from your body. 3, scapula comes together. 4, push away. 1 more, I think I lost count. 10. So those feel really weird. Again, it's just building up that that back for your posture, and so you can hold yourself in the right position when you ride. Okay, bench dips. Don't love these, but we got to do our tries. So for your bench dips, we're going to start on our bench. You can either have feet flat or on your heels. Flat is a little bit of a regression. Heels is a little bit more challenging, but we're going to keep our butt nice and close, so don't come way out here. Nice and close to the bench. Don't shrug your shoulders. Bend your elbows. And when you come up, press those hips up. You'll get more out of it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't want to do those. 2 more sets and then we get a stretch. If I just do it in their head. Okay, whenever you're ready, scapular push-ups. 10. So let your scapula fall together, press them away. Try not to bend your elbows. 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna go right into my bench dips because I don't want to, as I sit here and wait. Okay. Coming out, glutes are close to the bench, bending my elbows. 1, 2, I'm gonna rub them out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I gotta stretch my tri before I do the last set. Once you're warmed up, it's totally fine to static stretch. I just don't like to static stretch cold muscles. Okay, one more set, guys. Your horse will thank you when you can apply the right aids incorrectly because you're working out. Also, if you expect your horse to be an athlete, you should be one too. And I'm stalling. You know, people say, well, I work out and I do barn chores and that's enough. You're right, that is a workout, like riding alone. But what you're doing is creating muscle imbalances, and that's not good when you ride. So we want to work on mobility and strength training outside of the gym, so we're not creating those imbalances that hinder us riding. Okay, scapular push-ups. Nice plank position. Don't let your hips come up or really sag. Scapula comes together. Push it away. 4, 7, 8, 9. Really let them pinch together. 10. Okay. It's a little bit rough on my wrist more than anything. Last set. Just do them. Just do them and they're done. Bench dips. Again, we're not shrugging. We're bending our elbows here, pushing away, lifting our hips a little bit at the top. If you hate a muscle group, it means you need to work it more because it's probably hard. So I make myself do the things I hate. 8, 9, 10. Okay, so the first one I'm going to do to stretch is what you just saw me do. We're going to come up, try to stretch out that tri really well. I won't hold them each, I'll just kind of show you. But you want to hold things for about 30 seconds. And at the end, I do definitely static stretch where I hold it. Then to get your shoulder, you're going to come across your body, hook your arm. Hold these a little bit longer. Maybe I should hold them with you, but I feel like people are done with the video at this point. Don't be done. It's really important to stretch because if you are strong, but you're not flexible, like I said, you're not going to be able to apply your aids. So we're going to make a fist, and then the arm that's up, you're going to take that whole side and step into it. You should feel a really nice stretch right here. People either generally tend to be really flexible, but not as strong, or really strong and not flexible. And as riders, we need both. Strength helps you apply your aids, and flexibility and mobility. Helps you apply them in the correct way, and also to be able to move with your horse. Can you see this at all? Okay, so there you go, upper body day. I like to do upper body day, lower body day, just core and pelvic tilt day, and I usually do a total body day. It just kind of depends on the week, but I'm gonna try to keep doing these more, the whole thing, and put them on YouTube. Some people said they wanted me to walk through them with you. Hopefully the more I do them, the more comfortable I am with it, and it'll flow a little better. I'm doing an accountability group with friends for the month of March, so I'm really hoping that that'll make me do more of these videos. Like I said, I'll definitely do an upper body day, lower body day, pelvic tilt, core, and cardio day, at least a day or two of rest, and then I usually do like 2 upper body day, 2 lower body day. So that's hopefully what will show up on YouTube. Again, anybody can do these workouts. I just keep in mind things that will help riders a little bit more. And also, if you want like an individual plan, you can message me because I am a personal trainer and I do that. Okay, bye.